Hey everybody in YouTube land. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm gonna start this channel and see where it goes, and I'd like to say hi to all my peeps down south. For those of you who aren't familiar, my name's Joe, and since this is my first video, I'm gonna give you a bit of a history, some background on yours truly. Let's see, I'm originally from Northern Ontario. I'm born and raised in the Great White North, as they say. We'll go back, say, about 15 years ago. Moved down south. A lot of the people my age up here, being in the north, there isn't all that much work, and needed a change, so you pack up your stuff and you head south. So I wound up in Barrie, Ontario, which is about an hour, 45 minutes north of Toronto, for those that don't know the area. Lived there for about 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years. Had a couple of different jobs, but wound up working for the Ontario government. I was a ambulance communications officer, or more commonly known as a 911 operator. Did that for the better part of 13 years, full time. I paid well, but it takes quite the hold of your life. It's quite difficult. Wound up getting diagnosed with severe anxiety, PTSD, some depression in there. It was just too much for me. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I decided at one point, you know what, I need to live a simple life. This is just too much. The city's getting too big, and so I decided, I'm gonna sell all my stuff. I'm gonna pack up my truck, jump in, and head north. Back to where I came from. And north, for reference, I'm about 7.5 to 8 hours north of Toronto. Where exactly is gonna stay in my back pocket, and that's all I'm gonna tell you about where. So I moved back up north, and with a friend of mine, we bought a 56-acre plot of land. Nice little piece of bush in the Northern Ontario wilderness. I'm about 45 minutes from the closest town, give or take half hour, 45 minutes, And decided we're going to set it up. It's going to be my homestead. We're going to get some chickens, get some pigs, some goats, farm it, and live simple. Me and my buddy Sam over here. I'm gonna say hi, Sam. Say hi. Say hi. No, he doesn't want to say hi. Anyway, he came up with me. So we bought this plot of land and started clearing it out. We got a fair amount of the bush cleared up, a couple of fields set up, ready, start getting some livestock and the whatnot. Built myself a nice little shack, place to keep warm and live. And yeah, we're getting there. Taking the slowly but surely approach, and we're doing well. And one day, let's say about 3 weeks ago now, coming home from work, I drive truck now. It's a much simpler and less stressful life than the old dispatching was. So I drive truck. It's long days, 12 to 14 hours. I'm usually away from home for 14 to 15 hours a day. Anyway, I come home one day and I found my whole place burnt to the ground. Nothing left. Complete wipeout. Luckily, I have a dog, which you just met. That's Sam, by the way. And his little buddy Freddie. It's a little gray cat I've got. It's a great little mouser. They got out. They had a little dog door in there, and they got out just fine. They were both shivering, quite cold when I got home, but they both made it out, and yeah, they were okay. Smell of smoke, but nothing a bath can't take care of. So now I found myself couch surfing. My brother and sister-in-law were kind enough to take me in and give me a roof over my head. So that's the short version of a long story. The rest of my life, before that, my life's not that interesting. So I won't go any further than that. But yeah, so I'm looking at rebuilding. Got to start all over again. It's proving to be a stressful process, trying to figure out what to do and, you know, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so here I am. I'm going to take a walk into the property now and give you a little peek. The property's covered in snow. We've gotten quite a bit of snow and blowing wind, so it's going to be pretty deep, but we'll go in there and see what we can see, and I'll show you the damage. So on that note, I'll be right back. Hey, so welcome to the front yard. We got a nice gate there. We like our privacy out here. You can see pretty much nothing but bush. I do apologize if there's wind noise. It's pretty windy out here today. But yeah, so it's pretty big. This was all bush when we first got it. We opened all this up. So this is the front. As you can see, last week or so we've gotten a solid foot of snow, so we're going to be trekking through that. Take you to the back and see if the burnt out husk is still visible. I got a feeling it's going to be covered in snow and snow drifts, but we'll see what we can see. Here we go. Got the camera turned around, now you can see. So that was a 43-foot trailer. You see there's even rubber on the tires. The frame is pretty much completely warped. So I'm going to have to go to the scrap metal bin. Nothing left. There's a hot water tank over there. The old gun safe. Pretty much nothing left of anything. We've got, what was this? Oh, that's what a burnt out Honda water pump looks like. And that's what's left of my generator. Pretty much nothing. A compressor back there. Nothing survived. I had built myself a nice little rocket stove, for those of you who are familiar. A rocket mass heater. It was pretty phenomenal at heating the place. A 45-gallon drum there. Had it all stoned in. Nice big bench in front of my picture windows. Threw a lot of heat, kept me warm. But I goofed, and that was my downfall. Here's my little feed for it. Well, you'll be able to see that. But I had a lasagna pan as a front door. And near as I can tell, I think what happened was the lasagna pan, one of those Pyrex glass jobbies there, it probably shattered while I was at work. And I think some sparks flew out. And yeah, she caught my wood pile on fire, and that was about all she wrote. You can see there's not a whole heck of a lot left. And it's too bad there's so much snow you can barely see the wreckage, but from what you can see, that's it. My propane tanks, old refrigerator. Well, the only thing that survived was my little teeny tiny barbecue. But even that one there, not hot enough to melt the tubes or the hose. And that there was an 8-foot ladder. The rest of it melted right off. Our old Sammer's having a hard time getting through that snow. Pretty much right up to his chest. Another shot. Bit of the back way in. We got some, I guess, some bunny rabbit tracks here. My bush. Ain't much, but she's all mine. So, back in the car now. I'm a little out of breath, I apologize. Snow was up over my knees out there. It got quite deep. So to cap off, why am I doing this channel? Well, a couple of reasons. I think I need to show that, you know, disaster strikes and, you know, life moves on. It keeps going. You got to keep battling through it. And I'm going to rebuild and we're going to start all over. Secondly, I did start a GoFundMe campaign. I'll put the link in the description. If anybody's got a couple extra bucks to throw my way and help me get going, that would be awesome. And also for the people that have already contributed and are looking to help, they can keep track of where the money's going. Ooh, plugging up. Thirdly, I think it'd just be cool to be part of the whole community. You know, there's a whole community on YouTube and all over the web living off grid and experiencing the lifestyle, and I want to be part of that now, you know, and it'll help document the progress, see where I'm going, see where I've been, you know. So if you can, watch, like, share, all that fun stuff. Like I said, the GoFundMe is going to be in the, hopefully, if I can figure out how to do it, in the notes down below. And stay tuned. I'll be posting more videos as more progress comes along, and hopefully be able to put some irons in the fire and see what I can get stoked up. So until next time, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.